So if you've been playing guitar for any amount of time, you probably recognize the shape behind me here, which is the minor pentatonic scale in its first position. And this is a scale that is super useful, but gets really tiresome because people get trapped inside it and can't seem to do anything original with it. They get into ruts. And one of the reasons for that is that people stick with this as their mental map or model of the scale. And generally speaking, the maps you use will determine the roads you take. So if you use this map, you're going to follow these roads. You're going to go up and down, ascending and descending the scale. You're probably going to start your mental map of it on the root note down here and go up, or start the mental model either on the root on the top string or maybe the flat third here and go down. And you'll find yourself going up and down and not really saying much. So there's nothing wrong with this model, and it's a useful one. But people's next step, usually what they do is they learn the next full 2-note per string scale position up, and they see how they fit together like Tetris pieces. And then they kind of think, well, I've learned the scale. But one thing you want to do with all scales, but especially this one, is find new maps so that you can find new roads through them. And sometimes removing a lot of the notes that you're memorizing or visualizing is a helpful way to do that. So let's do that. Let's get rid of a lot of these notes and strip it down to just a 4-note box. So there you have it. 4 notes, real easy. It's a pentatonic scale though, so we need one more note, right? It's a 5-note scale. So what we do is we just add, from this box shape, we add a stem. And that is the scale from that box, right? So we've got flat 7, root, flat third, 4, 5. Those are the notes. The great thing with this is you've got every note in the scale, obviously, but if you want to move up to the next equivalent box with the same notes, it's really easy to get there. So the next box for this one would be, again, flat 7, root, flat 3, 4, and there's the stem up to the 5th. So you can see this is the exact same box and stem, box and stem. And it's a real easy way to connect because you've got this 2-note, then 3-note per string pattern. So if you're using a little bit of economy picking, you can go down, up, then down, up, down, then down, up, down, up, down. And the same box obviously exists right down here, right? Again, box and stem. So we've got, there's our box, there's the stem, there's the box, there's our stem, there's the box, there's our stem. So you can get up and down. Obviously it covers a little bit more room pitch-wise rather than just going up and down. And what it allows you to do is visualize it in small chunks that you can apply rhythmic ideas to, rather than having to picture an entire scale across the entire neck. Now, obviously, this is one of the boxes. There are 5, right? There's one that starts in each note. So what I would suggest you do when you're trying to expand your knowledge of the pentatonic is find all 5 boxes and be able to map the box and the next note up, which is the stem, and move up and down them. Now, you don't just have to follow this pathway. You can switch boxes anytime you want. So I can move up, and then I can continue up going this way with boxes, which is just basically the scale you already know is just boxes stacked going this way. So I can go up diagonally, or I can go back down just by going across. I can also just strictly go this way on the guitar. So if I wanted to do that in A minor pentatonic, I would have all my boxes stacked, right? Right? And that's all I have to think about. As long as I know what those boxes are, I just stack the boxes. I move from box to box, right? Moving up and down the guitar. I can go this way, I can go this way, and I can go diagonally. And those are basically the main directions you're going to go on the guitar. Once you've learned this box, it's just a matter of learning all the other ones. And of course, the other thing to keep in mind is once you've learned all of that and you feel comfortable in the minor pentatonic, you need to understand that there are many pentatonic scales, right? There's minor and major, but there's a Mixolydian pentatonic, there's a Lydian flat 7 pentatonic, there's a Lydian pentatonic. A pentatonic scale is just 5 notes. That's what it means, right? So it can be any grouping of 5 notes as long as it has some kind of harmonic information it's conveying. So give that a shot, and hopefully that'll open up some things for you on the minor pentatonic.